Well, good morning and welcome back to CityLine. With me, I have three wonderful souls who are here to talk about the MSL program at the University of Washington, Tacoma. So please join me in welcoming another Amanda.
Yes, hello.
Hello there, Miss Amanda Figueroa. You are the Director of Student Transition Programs at UW-T. Welcome to CityLine.
Thank you.
I must say, your toes look fabulous,
Thank
even
you.
though we're not going to show them.
Thank you.
Because it's just a given that your toes would look good for this event. Okay. And this familiar face of this well-dressed man, Mr. Elvin Buku, we are very happy that you are still the Director of Operations.
I am very happy about that also.
Boys and Girls Clubs of Tacoma. All right, show us your socks.
All right, I went with the salmon argyle, a little basic.
Oh,
today.
there it is.
Hey,
Oh,
boom, there
very
it is.
nice.
Yeah.
Because Elvin was the one who we started Sock Cam with. He is the founder of Sock.
The founder of soccer.
You are, and
All right,
it's
I'll take
now
that title.
spread. So I'm glad that you're holding on to the legacy.
All right. Thank you.
If there was a legacy for great frames, Mr. John Lockett, I'd give it to you.
Let's go.
You are with MSL and the Boys and Girls Club. You're an alumni of them. Welcome to CityLine. Good to see you. All right, Miss Amanda, let's dispel the mystery. What does MSL stand for, and can you explain what this program is?
Yes, so MSL stands for Math Science Leadership.
There it is. You heard it.
There it is. So if I asked you to draw a scientist, I could almost guess what your picture would be.
Okay.
In fact, I bet it would be a white man with a lab coat and goggles, maybe holding a flask. Maybe his face looks evil.
Yes.
Right? Maybe his face is blown up and covered in soot.
His hair is all
His hair is crazy. So the Math Science Leadership Program has been around since 2003, and it's a program that UW-Tacoma offers at no cost for families, and it was specifically designed to help open up who sees themselves as a scientist or an engineer. And so over 6 years, students who are entering grades 7 through 12 can apply to join the program. And then in that program, they will get to explore the diversity of careers that exist using science, technology, engineering, and math. And they will also get to see how those endeavors really can be used to serve communities and to help people.
Wow, that is impressive. Where was that when I was growing up?
You know, I designed the program for my younger self.
See, I would have, my visual would have been totally different of what a scientist looked like.
Yes.
It would have not been the picture that you described, although my picture was a woman, by the way.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love that. And I think that that is something that has evolved, but there's these really interesting studies that have shown that actually helping folks really adopt a science-linked identity is something that helps them persist through careers. And it doesn't matter what career you go into, you're going to need to have STEM literacy.
Yes.
And science is a creative endeavor. It's something that humans have done for millennia. So it really is something that we want all young people to understand that they can do.
Absolutely. So, Elvin, this year there's been a big focus on program impact and partnerships with the Boys and Girls Club. I mean, every time we have you on, you have a different partner with you. Partnerships like this at the University of Tacoma are so important to the Boys and Girls Club.
Absolutely.
But let's expound upon it. Why are they crucial?
I mean, you heard the description of this experience, right? At the Boys and Girls Clubs within our walls, we can do what we can do, and we develop, caring relationships with caring adults. But we cannot get to the level of content expertise or the level of experience as what Amanda and UW-T can provide. So MSL specifically, I mean, we have a lot of kids who talk about, oh, well, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, kind of exposure to these experiences, especially within math, science, and STEM. This is our avenue, especially during the summer when a lot of kids don't have these types of avenues to experience. We partner with UW-T to provide that high level experience for them.
I love that. So how have you partnered with them in the past?
Yeah, so MSL is a programmatic partnership.
Yeah.
But there's other avenues that we've gone with UW-T, or they've been alongside us on, specifically around research. A couple of years ago, we did a research project with UW-T around our Summer Boost program, which was kind of the link between academics and social emotional learning. And again, the level of research resources that an institution like UW-Tacoma has we just don't have that level. So we can't do the things we do without that level of content expertise.
Wow, that's incredible. So what is the level of impact of the MSL program on the club kids?
Yeah, our club kids,
Gosh.
they have no idea what is out there.
I bet.
Oftentimes, it's not all the time, but when they get to feel and experience and touch and see things for an extended period of time, 3 weeks this program goes, that could change their lives. It could change their trajectory as to what they want to do when they graduate from high school or college or whenever. So this exposure to that level of hands-on experiences, it changes lives.
It does. So John, you participated in the MSL program.
Yes.
What did it mean to you?
I guess for me, besides like keeping me off the street, keeping me busy, there was a time where I didn't really know like what I wanted to do, what I wanted to be, and I didn't really, I want to say, value higher education as much as I do now. And so for me, MSL really brought me out of my shell, like educationally and academically, to be more open to more opportunities and more avenues through education, more ways to outreach my community and impact them as well as like my family, and, let them know that I'm doing something of importance, and that I'm wanting to make them proud. So
I love that. So John, what would your picture have been before the MSL program if Amanda asked you that question?
I think I would envision the same picture. Just because of my interest, but I don't really see a lot of me in the academic field as much as I want to.
Yes.
And so for me to put myself out there, now it's changed a lot more to where I can kind of envision myself in that same situation or being in that same level of expertise or being on that same level of expertise.
So tell us, what are you doing now?
So right now I'm actually currently a student at the UW Tacoma.
Congratulations.
They didn't recruit me, it
great.
just happened.
Yeah.
It just happened.
I'm studying business right now, and ultimately I want to be a corporate lawyer. So I'm studying business and then gonna go on from there.
And there's the L in leadership.
That's right.
Right there. That's the moneymaker right there. Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Your family must be so proud of you. I'm proud of you, and I'm not even your family. There we go. So, Amanda, UWT, you could have picked anybody for this program, and you even could have not partnered. You could have just put it out there and probably had a great enrollment. Why the Boys and Girls Club?
Yes. Well, the Math Science Leadership Program was really designed with equity in mind, and UW Tacoma is an urban serving university, and equity and access are really at the heart of our values. And why I love partnering with the Boys and Girls Club is because they really help us accomplish that equity-focused mission. So when we think about applying for summer programs, there are a lot of barriers that the students that we want to serve may face in terms of their families maybe working multiple jobs. Because the Boys and Girls Club has deep relationships with families, they really are able to help support them through the application process. So our application is like a mini college application.
Wow.
And it's very intentional because we want families and students to understand that when they pursue higher education, they're going to have to be comfortable writing about themselves, filling out forms, getting letters of reference. And by being part of the Boys and Girls Club, those families already have a support system. And so actually it's really helped us make sure that we're able to have an enrollment of students who maybe wouldn't have access to those kinds of opportunities otherwise.
Boy, that is such an invaluable life skill, to be able to write about yourself and fill out that kind of application. It's daunting, is it not, John?
It's very.
It is very daunting. I mean, to know the difference between what your life's mission is, but what your vision for yourself is, that is just splitting hairs. And it takes someone to sit down with you and say, let's unpack this. That is hard stuff. So what are you most proud of, Amanda? Because there's so much to be proud of.
Yes. Well, when I started directing this program in 2012, I really did think of it as a summer program, 3 weeks in the summer. And then I would say to my staff, yeah, I'm going to need you to come in on Saturday because we also have these 10 monthly connection events that we do.
Yeah.
But shortly after I started, we started readmitting students who were returners. We gave them an earlier deadline. And we started seeing 83% of our students come back year after year.
Wow.
And so we just last Friday graduated our second cohort of seniors that I have seen all 6 years. And so it's not a summer program. It really is a 6-year cohort-based leadership program where students really develop a strong sense of community. And one of my favorite stories happened this last spring. I had a young man who was in the program for 2 years. He joined when he was in 11th grade. And then he said, I want to come to UW Tacoma. So then I saw him, because I also run orientation programs. So I saw him there. And then he became an instructor in the Math Science Leadership Program. And then he went to work for a local company, Infoblox. And now, last spring, he came to our career fair and he was recruiting our UW Tacoma undergraduates to come work for a local company. And those kinds of relationships, those kinds of sustained investments in our community is what I am most proud of.
That is the essence of a win-win. That is exactly what we're looking for, is to bring up our own, educate them, and have them stay in the community and pay it forward.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful. Alvin, what excites you most about this program?
This program, and this is kind of an ongoing conversation with Amanda and her team and UW Tacoma in general, but I am most excited about kind of the initiatives that we are working on moving forward. We're looking at a program, kind of college-going culture program called Great Futures, and there's a lot of pieces to this, including MSL, but we're just trying to build up the ability for our kids to see a great future, whether that's college, it could be technical school, military, whatever that is. And it wasn't easy to bring these pieces together because there are so many good things, but that's kind of a long-term strategy that I'm really, really excited to be able to work with UT and hopefully other colleges and institutions moving forward.
You have a spot on the couch to come back and talk about that.
I'm down.
We've been showing the website the whole time, and that's how parents can contact to get their kids enrolled and to get more information. Your future is so bright, you need shades on those great frames, okay? I am so impressed. Thank you, all three of you, for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here today.
Absolutely.
And I want more Johns on this couch so we can continue to spread the good news about MSL at UW Tacoma. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Well, speaking of learning, when we come back, we'll have Steph the Bus here, all about the tools they need to make the love of learning happen. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back.